Story 1. When humans reverse engineer. The strange device materialized on the test bench. It looked like part of a climate control condenser, duct taped to very large capacitors with heavy gauge cables leading off to exposed conductor dead ends. All right, what's this then? Yes, this one is very interesting and a bit dangerous. Careful. Don't let those two conductors touch each other. What's the big deal? It's not plugged into anything. It doesn't need to. It's a power generator and it's always on. They both stared at the scratch build, cold, inert pile of junk scrap parts on the bench. But how? That's what we are commissioned to find out. Shall we begin? Scans of the device soon revealed the source of the power generated. Oh my, well, now that is clever. You see right here. That condenser, which was originally designed to cool a heat exchanger, has been reverse biased so as not to cool something else, but to cool itself, with this little coil in there. But why? I don't get it. The capacitors from some old ship's gun carriage, I imagine, draws the heat energy out of the coil as electrical energy. Ooh, those are hungry capacitors, always so aggressive for input power to store, but as they connected an electrical load on the scrap device, power poured from the leads to precisely match the resistive load. Look at that, 400 GW/HRS. Steady. Crank up the load. Still 400 GW. Power still steady. Crank it as high as it can go. As power roared out of the device, thrumming the lab's bulkheads and straining the test bench systems, the power remained steady. Enough output to be exactly 400 GWW. The power draw was shut down due to safety overrides. The scrap device wasn't even warm. Okay, now that is incredible. It's defying the laws of physics. What gives? Let's look deeper. The more intense scans revealed the engineered nature of the heatsink condenser. Look here. This condenser advanced exotic tech sucks heat energy out of a space. That's how it functions. But the humans have cross-wired and reversed the cascade inversion to a negative value so that it... Hold on. I think I can almost see... Oh, wow. You're killing me. What? It's a... Well, I believe what we have here is a functional zero-point energy refusal device. A what device? How did you get your doctorate without knowing this? 0 point energy. Yeah, I know what that is. The absolute zero thing. There is never exactly zero energy. Quantum uncertainty prevents it. Right. So the condenser tries to make the little coil in there absolute zero. But the 0 point energy prevents it. Yeah, so? So, as the condenser tries, it's best to get it to zero. The gun capacitors try to suck the remaining power away. Ooh, I think I get it now. As everything tries to take away all of the energy, the 0 point energy replaces it to keep in non-zero. And when the draw on the capacitors pulls more and more energy out at greater rates, more and more replaces it to keep it from ever getting to zero. Oh, wow. 0 point energy refusal. The universe won't let it reach zero no matter how much you crank up the power drain. Scalable up to, well, if not infinity, then certainly Roche limits. I thought that was only a theoretical device. And here it is, right in front of us. And the humans on some random colony world built this from common industrial scrap? It appears so. We need to alert the galactic high security to ban humans from getting a hold of any more of our stuff, even scrap parts. It's just too dangerous the way they can cobble together things, even with their limited understanding of any ifit. It's just too much to have to deal with. When all things are said and done, the ubiquitous superconductors, the monopole capacitors, the causal shunts and everything. I don't mean to be dramatic here, but go on, just say it. I think we might all be doomed. Story 2. What doesn't kill you? The ship was tumbling in space. There was smoke and fire flaring from tiers in the rapidly depressurizing corridor. The valued crew human engineer, Tom, caught the smaller raccoon-looking crew alien navigator Plix, plucking him from the open space in the middle of the corridor, and crushed him against its chest as a fiery explosion rippled past his curled-up form. Hey, stop it! You know I hate it when you manhandle me like that. Whoa, sorry, little guy, but your fur is rather flammable, the human said as he patted out a sputtering flame on his jumpsuit shoulder pad. You might have been cooked by that last one. Come on, let's get to the command deck, see if we can help. They shouldered their way through fallen cables and crumpled bulkheads, eventually getting to the airlock of the command deck. The airlock door was flashing red vacuum on either side. The command deck, the nerve center of their ship, was gone. Peering through the windows for a better angle, Plix literally yipped in alarm. The deck is annihilated. Looking over that way, there is a hole punched clean through the ship. What is the term you use? Apple cord? Oh, this is bad. This is very bad, crewmate human Tom. That other ship, it must still be out there. What are we? What are we going to... Okay, calm down. No point worrying about the what-ifs when we got plenty enough of actually is to deal with at the moment. Yes, of course you are right. You are always reassuring with your little Earth sayings. I do value them so very much. No prob. You're a little high-strung, that is all. Let's go try to get to auxiliary control down in the engine control station. Oh, okay. But what good will that do us? It's basically a backup bridge for the ship, only without the nice view. But we can see just how bad our ship is, maybe get a sensor ping on that enemy ship out there. As they made their way down to the engineering decks, Plix started his nervous chatting to fill the silence as they went. I mean, why would anyone want to attack us? We are a small ship, skeletal crew of only... Oh no. With the command deck gone during flight operations, I suppose it's just you and me now. This is bad. This is so very bad. And if I didn't need to go take a bathroom break back then, I would have been... His nervous chattering faded to silence, and Tom knew that meant the little furball was starting to seriously freak out. The little guy was sharp, very insightful, and almost superhumanly technical, but only when his head was in the right place. Tom needed to say something to snap him out of it. Hey, there you go again. What could have been, what might have been. Well, it never actually did, buddy. Look, we are here. All control looks intact. Why don't you have a look at what we do actually, currently, have going for us? That seemed to do it. Plix shook his head and locked clear eyes on the O control console. As he jacked himself in with his many cybernetic ports, he spoke again in clinical, analytical rapidity. I have never been down here before. I didn't even know this backup bridge even existed. Tom relaxed noticeably. He was relieved to have the old Plix back. This was a bad situation, truth be told, but as an engineer, Tom had little access to the ship systems, other than to break them down and to repair them, of course. Okay, accessing. Our ship didn't actually suffer very much damage. Cosmetics, mostly. Of course, the bridge was sniped off, but other than that, yup, we are still functional. Where is the other ship that shot us? Is it lining up for another attack? No, it appears to be a pirate raider. Asterisk gulp asterisk. It is closing in to attach grapplers. They appear to be attempting to board. Oh my, should I begin? A dark expression passed human Tom's eyes. It always gave alien Plix instinctive chills down his spine whenever he saw that look. No, Tom said quietly. Play dead, pretend they sniped the whole crew with their shot. Just sit here, inert, but ready all of the weapons. Pre-plot the torpedo vectors, all of that. But show no signs that we are in control of the ship until I give the signal. I'm going to go suit up. Plix felt a thrill of excitement. Human Tom had a plan. He didn't understand any of it yet, but the plans were always strange, using very sneaky and confusing tactics, and Tom almost always came out far on top afterwards. It's why Plix refused to play fifth-dimensional StarCraft 39 with human Tom anymore. Tom was shortly in an engineer's EVA suit and was clipping power tools to his rig's attachments. Was he going outside? Plix couldn't contain his curiosity anymore. So what's the plan? Is there a catchy human saying to apply to this? As Tom cycled the outer airlock and jetpacked into the debris-strewn space between the two ships, his comms whispered back. A couple, actually. The first one is, the best way to know how something works is to watch it fall apart. Plix blinked in confusion. I don't get it. It means I have taken apart and repaired airlock door mechanisms so often that now I know how all of them basically are designed, even the strange pirate ones. Same for reactors, environmental systems, all of it. And when you know how to fix something, you definitely know precisely how to wreck it. Oh, are you going to break in and mess them up? The suit face camera revealed that dark flash in Tom's eyes again. Well now, where would the fun be in any of that? Just get the ship ready. When you see the signal, take evasives and open fire. How will I know the signal? Trust me, you won't miss it. This brings up the other human saying. What doesn't kill us? Plix hopped in his seat. Ooh, I know this one. Whatever doesn't kill us makes us stronger. Well, there are some alternatives to that saying, but you got it. That's the most common one. Plix couldn't see where Tom was by the pirate ship as it continued to close in, but he heard the sound of power tools and cutting wheels grinding on something through the open mic. What was he doing over there? Plix chuckled and rechecked his reawakening protocol to bring the ship suddenly back to life, and was nervously making fine adjustments to the attack parameters as the time ticked by. Looking for the signal. Okay, I'm heading back. Hopefully I get on board before it happens. But what was the rest of the saying? Okay, I'm aboard, strapping in. Say again about the saying. The pirate ship paused on its approach, appearing to have some difficulties. Through the armored windows of the pirate ship, flickering light of major interior fires could be seen spreading rapidly. At the back of the ship, the main reactor cooling coils were starting to glow orange, then yellow. What doesn't kill us? Oh, right. My particular favorite ending to that saying is, whatever doesn't kill me is about to die horribly. We got this, buddy. We're going to be okay. To mourn our lost crew. Get ready to dodge large chunks of pirate ship. Plix swallowed dryly, once again both horrified by humans and relieved that he was close friends with one, as the pirate reactor exploded like a mini supernova, a bit too close for comfort. Huh, Plix said. I suppose that was your signal. Not very, subtle, pal.